Press the right buttons in the right order. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to day 4 of our Scratch Farming Simulator Challenge. We are just about ready to get stuck in. So let's do that and switch on over. It is late, but we are outside our tent, which is nice. So we did buy the tedder. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this here. I appreciate I'm doing this in the dark, which isn't all that interesting, but I'm going to run up to field 18 with the mower. We'll see if it'll let us set, should let us set the GPS on the field. I'm hoping so. If it doesn't, I will not be happy. No field detected, I know, but that's because I'm not actually field how I am. There we go. Cool, it is. Nice. So, let's not do that again. Unfold the mower. Get it turned on. And we'll start mowing. Well, this is ours now. And then what we'll do is once we've done this, we will get the windrower out and we'll do the same. No camera. I forgot to open the slide. I didn't even notice. Thank you, darling. I forgot to open the slide. The cover, that's all. Thank you for reminding me. Keeping me honest and all that noise. Come on. And spin around. And we're off. Thank you, darling. But yes, we're back. We've got 6,841. We have a tedder. We've got the windrower. No, we don't have a windrower. We've got the tedder. We've got the mower, and we have got the forage wagon. So we can now start making at least some money every 3 days. Although saying that, it's September. We might get another cut off this in November. So yeah, that might be the challenge. Biggest challenge about this will be picking up the hay, because it'll be absolutely launched everywhere by the will get launched just about everywhere by the header, which is, you know, to be expected. But yeah, we'll get this cut, we'll get it tedded, we'll get it picked up, and we'll get it sold before October rolls around, because oh no, we won't get one in November. And reverse. But yes, the plan for tonight is just to see whether we can actually make enough money to buy another field and expand our operations. That's a point. Do we have good thing to check would be, do we have a... Don't have a biogas plant, which is slightly annoying. We do have an oil plant, we have a mill. Okay. It doesn't matter too much if I don't get... Doesn't matter too much if I don't get these lines dead on, because we're on the uppy downy bit. Oh, we will be in a moment. Which is fine. But now, yeah, now we're on the uppy downy bit. Strange how this lawnmower doesn't cut backwards. Also, for your enjoyment, song requests are on again tonight. If you are joining me live on twitch.tv, if you are watching this on YouTube later, apologies you don't get music. That would require me to have some sort of semblance of editing skills, and I do not have those yet. I have no intention of learning how to edit videos yet, because I don't have the time to commit to editing videos. There we go. We're off. So yeah, like I said, the plan for tonight is simple. We're gonna cut this and TED it and get rid of the product, because we need the money quite quickly to get our next purchases going on. We also need to look at expanding our equipment range, because we are going to need sowing equipment, seeding, sowing and all that sort of equipment at some point. And oh look, the Steam Deck is already struggling, and I don't know why. I think it's this map. I have a feeling it's the map doing it, but I'm not changing map 4 days into the challenge. It's just going to be a thing that happens. But I will remember for the next time we do this sort of challenge that I need to performance test the maps. But we are going to need some fuel for this tractor very soon. It's getting down there. Cool, so we're nearly ready for the pepper, which I think I might stick on an AI worker. Come on. Okay, we did get that. Lovely. Front. Good. Right. So now that we've done this, I will go back and get that little bit missed there. That's likely a lineup issue when I came around the corner. And then there was another little bit down here that we missed. So we'll grab that at the same time. Turn down the brum brum a little bit. Right, we'll head back to the start. We'll drop this. And we'll grab the header. Now, I hope it's not very heavy, because if it is, we may be in trouble. I say we won't be in trouble. We'll just have to buy a weight to go on the front of the tractor while we use it. Nah, we're good. It's not that heavy. So just because I don't want to miss anything on this field when I'm doing this, I am going to set a worker doing this particular task. And while that worker's doing that, I am going to go and take a look at the tracks quickly, because it is well worth doing. So let's get a worker on that, because I don't want to miss anything. Wrapping, cultivating. Oh, that's a big cultivating contract. It would be so good to get that done, but not enough time. And a bunch of fertilizing contracts. We definitely don't have enough time to do a harvest. You know what? We're just going to leave it for now. That was a mowing contract that I passed up on. Do you know what? We'll do that. So this is a trailed side mower. It's going to be a bit weird driving this. So yeah, he will turn all of the grass that we harvested a minute ago into hay. Oh, it's a batwing. It's a... Okay, we need to go to field 4. Is this way. Get some first person driving in the growly tractor. Oh, Valtra. Okay. Oh, Same Virtus. Sorry. Same Virtus. Didn't recognize it. Oh well. Let's go. Hello, Jay. Hello, friend. Oop, sugar. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, so this mower will... It opens up like this. And it's a nice wide... Oh, and it offsets to the side. Ah. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. But this is going to make it very interesting to actually work with. I did not want to turn in here. But that's okay, because we can just escape out here. Head on over to field 4, which is actually here. And then we'll grab the steering assist. Actually, I'll put it on 2 headland doors. Oh, it can't. We physically cannot do 2 headlands on the field. And I've just accidentally like that. Yeah, we can't do... I pressed B instead of A. how we are mowing. Yeah, so we've got a side mower, but a nice wide side mower. The only problem is I think I'm going to have issues with trees. I may have to I may actually have to actually do this field the other way around. I might have to do... Yeah, I'm going to have to do this the other way around. So we're going to go back along the same line we've just done. Just because of the trees on the outside of the field. They're going to cause me an issue. Or they would have done. This one's... Bump. They told you. How did they cause me an issue? Yes. Here. You'll notice that we are massively offset from the actual cutting. And that is purely because it's a offset mower. We are going to get a problem here. That shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Should be able to rectify that as we do the up and down and sideways and crossy crisscrosses on the field. But yes, as per my personal playthrough rules for this, I am not allowed to hire workers on borrowed equipment, and that is purely because you wouldn't necessarily hire somebody to do a job and then expect them to be paying a third party to drive your equipment. Or at least that's the rules I'm stating. If they've hired me to do a job, they're not going to be expecting me to, you know, go out of my way to hire someone else to do that job on my behalf. Come on. Okay, here we go. And it swings in. And I forgot to turn the mower on. There we go. That's it. Yeah, so the issue is that when I'm turning right... Sorry, when I'm turning... Yeah, left at the end of this other lane, the lawnmower, effectively I've got to put the lawnmower on the opposite side, so I am going to end up skipping a lane or two to get that lined up. Oh dear. Oh, stop, and reverse a little bit, just so that we can get the turnaround done and not hit that tree. First. do this one. Then again, this one, because we're pulling, because the lawnmower's between us and our cutting space, it's much easier to turn it round for the immediate next line. Whereas if I wanted to turn it round here, effectively the lawnmower would just swap sides on the tractor, which isn't the easiest thing to do. So we're gonna bring it round. We're gonna try and just skip one this time. Hey, nailed it. Nailed it. Okay, we nailed that switch back. Forget that. I can do one. Skip one. Let's swing. Skip that line. Actually, we could do that one. Reverse back a little bit. Drop the mower. Yeah, I know. Picking up some stuff on the edge of the field, that's not a problem. Not my field anyway. Right, then we've got a tree to dodge, so we'll play dodge the tree. Almost set, down it goes, powered on, and off we go. Yeah, we collided with the tree slightly, it's fine. Nobody needs to know. But I hope everybody in the channel tonight is doing... tonight. It's tonight for me. But I hope you're doing well today, wherever you are in the world, whenever you are in the world. I am just chilling. Like me. I was going to say like a villain then, but I'm definitely not the villain of this piece. That would be the game. The game is definitely the villain in this one. I reversed that the wrong way. Come on. Yeah. Right. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to fold up the mower while I get myself properly turned around for this one, because and now I can drop it out. Drop the mower. Unfoldy. Needs to be in position. It's in. Got the work lights on. So now I've got way more space to get it swung. Into position for that. Ooh, bit of liberty for those that enjoy the divers of the hell. I was an enjoyer of Helldivers at one time. Played it for ages. Probably should play it again, but it's one of those games where it's like, yeah, you've missed loads of stuff. Have fun getting back into this now. Cool. Alright, and then what we'll do for this one is yeah. See, this is where the problem is, its ugly head again. In that I've got two lanes together and I'm turning the wrong way. So what we might do is, for these last two, because these are the last few that we're going to have to do, is we'll take some more off the border. It's not going to hurt any. Nobody's going to complain. So yeah, we are going to finish this contract, hand it in, get the forage wagon out, because that helper will have finished the job I asked him to do of heading that. We're going to go around this way. For this bit. Nice. Oh, sugar, I accidentally turned the lawnmower off instead of lowering it. Whoops. Nice. So yeah, like I say, if you've got something you want to request for songs, the request bot is active. It is listening to chat. So please, please, please get your requests in. And reverse. Okay, that's not what I wanted to happen. Okay. We may have to do a 180 to get that last little bit. Or we'll get lucky and not have to do it because contract finished. Yay! So we'll collect on that. That's another 3 grand in the bank. And I'll jump back into this guy who has finished. So now on the ground here we have meadow that is now hay. And I will go and drop this back off at the store, which is currently where I'm storing my equipment because there's, you know, absolutely nowhere better to store it right now. But that is going to cause problems when I try and activate other jobs, other contracts, particularly harvesting contracts that have a lot of equipment. So yeah, all my stuff is here right now. What I might do is I might just drop it up here in the parking space. Just take up parking spaces over here. I will move it later. I just have no intention of doing that right now. I also need to find fuel. Sophie, darling, are you there? See if Sophie's there, because I made a mistake and left my drink downstairs on the kitchen table. That hasn't picked up the fact that it's played another song in ages. So we've listened to about 4 different songs in the so I'm just going to chuck a request in just because. Also, I don't think it'll play explicit songs because they are. Yes. Can you please bring me my drink? I forgot it. Thank you. Let's. Please wake up, Songify. Ah! Okay. Apparently song requests aren't turned on tonight. Yeah, we don't want 10 meters on. I mean, we don't want 0.5 either. We want like, we'll do 3 meters. 3 meters should be good with 2 headlands. Yep. So it looks like I need to set this to be narrower than that. Okay, so we'll do that. Thank you, Matt. Oh, what was it? Okay. Turns out it wasn't in the kitchen, it was in the lounge. I'm a numpty. We all knew that already anyway. I knew that. My wife knew that. So yeah, we're now picking up hay, which is slightly more lucrative than reconnect to Twitch, please. This is not how I remember this song going. No, so this is the version that was played. This is the version that was done for Advent Children, featuring the Black Mages. This is my favourite version of this song. Yes, it does, but this is the one that plays when during the fight with Sephiroth. Because I believe there is a different version for each of the 3 quote-unquote children. Guards. Remnants, I think they call themselves, if I remember rightly. Yeah, this is... No, so this is... Yeah, this is, like I said, this is the one with... where... I know they did this live a few times as well. But yeah, this one is specifically the one featuring the heavy metal group Black Mages that also did a number of other... they did a number of Final Fantasy songs as well themselves. Or a number of bits of Final Fantasy themselves. There we go. We should be... Song request should be back up and running now. There we go. But they are working. But yeah, like I say, the only problem with heading and not windrowing is the hay gets absolutely launched. And I am just missing bits everywhere. Okay. At least I know song requests are working now. But yeah, how are you doing, Seb? Well, come on in, buddy. Oh yeah, we missed some in this corner here. I know I don't have access to land, but it's fine. Yes, harvesting our... yeah, I have no idea why. It's... The Spotify API is probably... Come on. Turn up. Let's go into the settings. There we go. Yeah, the overlay was having a time. Or rather, the bot wasn't... Yeah. Stuff was happening. Certain bits of the bot were working, certain other bits of the bot weren't. Software development. There we go, we finally got that. Everything should be working now. Hi, Walden. Been a while since I've heard songs by Nightwish. But I do know a few people that normally frequent this channel will be happy with that. I have a feeling this only has like a 2 meter working width. Where is it? Forage wagons, go on, what's the working width? Doesn't say. Ah, fair. This is... yes. That makes sense. Oh. So that one actually wanted me to go all the way up to the other end, but what we will do is, we will, instead of doing that, we'll come back round this way. And we'll do this. We'll start grabbing it this end. It's only fiddly because the fact that I've not made it into rows. If I'd have bought a machine to make it into nice neat rows, we wouldn't be having this problem. But what I wanted to do was get it done and get it lifted, and then it's money in my back pocket rather than, you know, it sat here waiting for me to do stuff with it. It would be, like I say, it would be significantly less fiddly if I had the rake to pull it into nice neat rows. But yeah, it's only as fiddly as any other part of work. The only difference is I haven't got necessarily all of the equipment I should have for doing it properly. But that's not an issue, really. Just means we've got to do more runs. But it's going to be worth it when we get, you know, a decent chunk of money for this, actually. I'll be checking prices momentarily. Because... Come on, there it is. And the fiddliest part for me is the fact that I am notoriously bad at picking the right line. It tries to... It tries to be clever and pick the line based on your current direction of travel, which sometimes means I miss. A little bit more. No, see... There we go. But yeah, we're nearly done. Come on. But this is, yeah, it's about as fiddly as I was doing it before. What I do really want to be doing is silage, which is taking the grass, covering it up and turning it into a different form, because that really that's where the money is, in grass work. But that's all collected, so we have nearly 9,000 litres. I'm going to have a quick price check. Rolling announcement. Can I get a price check on hay, please? So let's scroll down to A. Turning it into rotten grass, let it be real. Yes. Yes. So hay. 202. Regular grass would be further up, actually. So grass, hang on. So hay is 202. And grass, which is up here for some reason. And grass is 155. So yeah. Good evening, Orchid. Welcome on in, my dear. How does this evening find you? We have got our first cut of hay to sell. So we got 9,000 litres at 200 £200 for every 1,000 litres. So we are due nearly 1,900, 1,800, £1,800 out of this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I hope it's not serious. But yes, we need to consider now that I have a field of my own, I need to consider fertilizing, which is an expensive business, but it effectively doubles the yield at some point. Well, 150, I can't remember the maximum percentage now, no idea. Yes, that would be, yeah. So yeah, we're heading up here to go and sell this hay. 200 times 9. 2 9s are 18. Yeah, about £1,800, which is more than we've got for grass, but, you know, silage is where the money's at. So unfortunately, we're still stuck in... Oh no, I'm going the right way. Unfortunately, we're still in a bit of... what's the word? Contract hell. Doing jobs for other people. We haven't got the equipment or the stuff or anything else to work for ourselves yet. We're getting there. We are starting to make a dent. The only problem is the bigger grass fields that are really going to skyrocket has cost far too much for us to and unfortunately the bales that you see there are purely decorative. Get this straw sold, this hay sold, go on. Well, that's two, we just broke £2,000. Yeah, £2,180, and that's on that little field with no fertilization on it at all. Is actually pretty good going. So let's have a look at my little field. Go and visit it. So, oh, it is 50% fertilized. So that means... excuse me, flipping it. Ah. So yeah, the next... much like the next bit, 68 grand. 111. 98. The next one's like field 13 there, which is 24. Field 13, but that's... yeah. That random 100 there is actually all of the like edge bits and periphery and roads. So if I really wanted to, I could come over here and have a field day, just mowing but too much like hard work, actually. Well, and then we've got these that are like 164, 298, 144. Ah, field day. Yeah, exactly. That's 310, but it comes with the forestry. Field 50, 55, 51, 73. Excuse me, flipping it. Something has really tickled me today, and I don't know what. Let me guess, you come with it. Oh, you don't? Okay. So, the next purchases are probably field 50 and 51, because they're the next cheapest. I mean, field 13 is the next cheapest, and then field 12 is massive and costs $500,000. Right, let's go get this stuff. Let's go take our equipment home. And by home, I mean to my little tent in a field. Something really has upset my mood today. There's a lot of trees on the map after I've just realised. That might have something to do with the stuttering and stammering that we keep seeing. But yeah, apologies if you're seeing ad. Nice. See, I only ever saw two. I only ever saw two bands live. One of those was Dragon Force, which was not worth the £14 I spent back in 2009 to go and see them. It might have been 2008, 2009, something like that. And the other one was it's not that. I'm sure you've heard the stories of like, don't get me wrong, they're a great studio band. Like, they record really well. The issue is that they do not play live how they record. Yeah, exactly. And the other band I went to see was... what was it? Like, I know the name of the band, and I can think of songs that they sing. I just can't think of the name of the band. If I search for one of their... It was Embrace! And it was their farewell tour, because they were disbanding after that one. So yeah, you'll notice down here we've got some bags of seed and fertilizer, because I may or may not have had a job to do to, you know, fertilize a field or whatever, and I may or may not have emptied the stuff here. So I now just have these. These are my bags. And they will come in handy later. Speaking of, that's something I should probably invest in as a fertilizer spreader. However, Megadeth Hailstorm. Now, you and my wife have very similar taste in music. See, I only learned about baby metal and only started appreciating their music like this year. So I am very late to jump on that bandwagon. Oh yeah, also we should probably invest in... I thankfully am not photosensitive. Actually, out of curiosity, I even... No, I can't. It's an actual tractor. Yeah, you definitely have. Yeah, you're not the first person to say that Sabaton are amazing live. I've heard that from a few people. Yeah, I've also heard that about Ghost. The first time I heard Ghost, the first time I heard anything to do with Ghost, they were still called Ghost BC, and the song was themselves. The song was about themselves. Yeah, it's... But there's only two problems with that. One of them being children, the other one being childcare. And... Monstrous plot. Mine was Ghost. Mine was Ghosts. You know, the song that goes, if you have Ghost, you have everything. Yeah, that was my first song by Ghost, and I believe that was their first song. And then I never heard from them after that point for ages. Until I started watching Arable, and then I learnt a lot more Ghost songs. So what contracts have we got this morning? Probably none. Deadwood, supply and transport, we don't want to do those. They are not good. So it looks like we might end up skipping winter. What I do want to do, though, is... Just quickly... Come up here. I apologise now. Oh, nice. Nice. I apologise, I'm going to blind everybody for a minute. With all of the yellow. But I don't know how long it takes for meadow to regrow. Right, okay. How much is a windrower going to cost me? Because 5 grand. Or 6.5 if I want the... So, hear me out. 4.7, 3.5. Ninja Sex Pie, yay! Full moon, I love full moon. So, oh yeah, we're gonna get the crow. We'll get the crone. I'm gonna... So, my reasoning behind... Don't get me wrong, I love this song, but sorry, I prefer the original. Take the bar, shake it. So now I have the windrower. This will get a lot easier, and the fact that it's ready to grow after 1 day, is ready to harvest again after 1 day. Although I prefer Five Finger Death Punch's cover of Bad Company over Bad Company's original version of Bad Company. Take from that what you will. I mean, that's it's one of those things, isn't it? It's horses for courses. It's, you know, personal preference. There's no right or wrong way to enjoy music, and I will never harsh anyone's yum, because it's basically just a dick move to do that. Now, it says it's ready to harvest, and I wonder if I should leave it. We got 9,000 litres off it last time, or thereabout. I'm curious if we're going to get close to that. So we've gone past 8 o'clock now, so we should have some different contracts. Quick save. Disturbed Sound of Silence, like the best version of that song. And before anybody tells me why don't I like Simon and Garfunkel's version, it's too upbeat. It doesn't fit the tone of the song. So we've got a ploughing contract and a sowing and a cultivating contract just pop up. Oh, nice. He wants meadow planting in field 55. Wood transports that I'm never going to touch again. But I am tempted to grab that sowing contract. Oh, Scarborough Fair. I know that song. Oh, look, there's my tiny little... That windrower looks ridiculous against this. Please explain to me why you've given me a front weight when this is a... I am... Such a... I apologise if you don't like my singing, Tuff. I will sing along to this song. Oh, missed it. Window along. Field 55. Oh, this is fun. I may just have to be a naughty boy to get to this field, because there's no way I'm driving this through the village. Not happening. Ah, sugar. Yep. That was interesting. Farming Simulator physics, everybody. Oh, yeah, it did it again. I'm gonna start in this. Go. No! Thankfully, because it's a cedar, there is no loss of material if you go over already seeded terrain. I want to keep an eye out for that. Reverse. Oh, but that's okay. Run away, run away, run away. Sometimes I'm glad I implemented a noise gate on this microphone. Then you don't have to always listen to me singing if I sing quietly enough. Vodka? But Sophie dear, you don't drink much. Well, don't barely drink all. Say much. I would love to know whose bright idea is to let off fireworks in the middle of what can only be described as a drought. Reverse, please. Yeah. I would say go to bed, Seth, but isn't it like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that? Or are you... I don't know why I think you're US. Ah, okay, you are further west than I... Further east than I thought you were. Don't know why I thought you were in the US. plus 3 hours. That would put you very far in east. Apologies. I honestly thought you were American. Or past minute +5. Okay. Trying to figure out where that puts you. That puts you almost. That is like bordering on China at this point, I think, in terms of time difference. Somewhere in that region, anyway. Rubbish. All games on my wish list trying to fail. Obviously UTC +5 because it's 9 o'clock here. 1, yeah. I know India is +4.5 because they're weird. Yeah, China does have multiple time zones. But yeah, Southeast Asia. Okay, cool. The only, yeah, like I said, the only reason I could guess that sort of region was, yeah, we are in daylight savings. That is correct. Yes. America has 3. America has 3 time zones. They have Eastern time, Mountain time, and Western time. And possibly a 4th one that is like a half time zone somewhere in the middle, but yes. America has 3. Plus... Oh no, it has 4, sorry. +5, +6, +7, there's another one. There's Central Time as well, I forgot about Central Time. 5, 6, 7 and 8 hours away, respectively. Some countries just chose to have an offset of 3 minutes, of 30 minutes. Because, you know, time zones are entirely political constructs. Oh, good. Right, let me just check on here's finished, so we'll go grab the header and we'll go turn this into hay again. Then we'll get the windrower out. And if I do the math correctly, we want rows of 8 point something meters. Excuse me. No, it's definitely not common. There are only 2 or 3 countries. India is one of them. I think there's one in Australia that's half an hour as well. Australia has 3 or 4 time zones. Don't ask me which one, but yeah. And I think one of the... it would not, no. However, we do share our time zone with Portugal, which is strange to a lot of people because we are actually more aligned with Spain than Portugal. But yeah. And some parts of Africa as well. But yes, we are the prime meridian. There they are. The only reason they exist is so that everybody gets their 9 to 5 time during daylight hours. That's the only reason they exist. And there is no way, I don't think there is a way currently, or at least there aren't enough countries in the world that would be willing to agree to move to just using coordinated time. It would cause more arguments than it solves. Tree headland. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I say, time zones, this is the reason why time zones are entirely fluid. Trust me, I'm fed up with time zones and daylight savings and having to convert because we have customers in Australia, and because we do, part of our software package does meal orders for hospitals. We have to deal with deadlines. And those deadlines are set by a head office somewhere. But the person doing the devices, that deadline could be set for 3 different hospitals in 3 different times, in 3 different parts of Australia. And we have to translate that deadline to their local time from, you know, or sorry, to their device time from whatever the unit time is set at. It's, you know, annoying as hell, but I don't know why, but daylight savings has caused us an issue from day one. Because the application is ancient. And the application was ancient and was built for the UK. Almost exclusively built for the UK. So yeah. It was expected that everything would be in British, in GMT or BST. It is, but when we switch to summertime, everything would change. Basically, the time stored in the database was stored at local time, not UTC. So, effectively what happened is when we sold into international markets, what we did was, if it was data for a particular location, we would have to allow them to designate what their time zone was, so that the dates stored in the database would make sense. Yeah, lots of things were made on lots of the decisions we've had to deal with recently are based on decisions that were made 25 years ago. Because while the face of the software has changed quite significantly in those 25 years, the stuff that's holding it up is almost the same stuff that was running a VB6 client server model 25 years ago. So yeah, I have my issues with work, chief among which I'm a frigging developer, not a product manager. Banks are starting to drop COBOL now, which is surprising in and of itself. There are a number of banks that are actually starting to consider moving away from COBOL because they can't get the devs to work in it anymore. Oh god, yeah. But no. The biggest issue I've got with my job at the moment is that I'm spending more and more time doing project manager stuff. Yeah. It very much is, given that you could go out there and learn, you know, C#, Java, Go. I mean, even C# is actually, like, the number of people looking for C# developers is dropping quite significantly. Which isn't great for me if I decide to look for another job, which I don't think I will. But I am kind of getting fed up of being not doing development work day in, day out, and spending more time analysing and looking at technical specifications and all that. But it comes with the territory, I suppose. With, you know, senior engineer, I've been in the company for 7 years now. Kinda comes with the territory. Cool. We've done that job. Right, let's go grab the windrower. That's a weird texture. The windrower is in the shop. So the only reason it has two tractors is because it has the bar down the middle of the window, because the front of it is not flat. I believe this is a tractor from like the 1970s or 1980s. Oh yeah. Not necessarily bougie, just vintage. And it was cheap. Yeah. Then in that John Deere badge. Yeah, that's definitely not something we have here. We definitely don't have open. We do have some open tractors, but they are slowly dying out because, yeah, you tend to get very wet if you were in an open tractor. Oh yeah, the weight's still there from the job that I was doing with the big tractor. It doesn't need it. Now the question is this going to tip my... Nope. Good, we're still not carrying anything too heavy. Cool, we'll go start rowing up. Now, I can't swap the side, so... You say that, but we haven't had any rain for about 6 weeks at this point. So, that statement is clearly false, but also not entirely... Not inaccurate, but also kind of false at the moment. So yeah, what this will do is it will... This will create a nice neat row for me to work with. Yeah. Just running your field is probably made of waterlogged mud, in which case you either already planted your rice and there's nothing to do, or you're done fucked up and missed. Yeah. So this is an actual real life piece of equipment. They do exist. Oh yeah. It's totally real. It is completely realistic as well. But yes, an automatic grass rake. Hey Chrono, welcome on in, buddy. How are you doing? Industrial scale motorized. Yes. Yes, we have. We managed to buy our first field at the end of our session, end of the bonus session on Friday. During what I'm titling day 3. But yes, we have a land. I am currently harvesting it for the second day in a row because apparently meadow grass grows in a day. grows to a harvestable state in a day, which is ridiculous if you ask me. King of Queens. Oh, yeah. Spotify, can you... Cool, contract finished. No, no, absolutely not. You go ahead and request whatever songs it is you want. I am more than happy for that to be the case. But yeah, if I just check the working width of this. So when I bring the windrower out, I need to set my working width to 7 meters or 6.8. Because there is a slight mismatch between... Yeah, someone put Eurovision on without you, Chrono. Orchid, I believe. Yeah, Orchid put this on. I know it's unheard of, people putting on... Yeah, Chrono is our regular old Eurovision boffin. Always giving us something interesting to listen to. And I appreciate the amount of effort he's put into curating and cataloguing Eurovision entries and national competitions. And while I'm not a huge Eurovision fan myself, I can certainly appreciate the effort it takes to catalogue that sort of thing. This is not what I would like. Some DJ. If I could have told him to do doubles. Oh, he's doing 4 headlands, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I only need to tell it to do 3.5. Fair. I mean, like you say, sometimes you learn things you didn't. As the saying goes, every day's a school day, right? So this will be interesting, just to see how much we get out of this harvest, as out of this grass, and whether it was worth me leaving. And whether it was worth me cutting it now, or whether I should have waited for it to get to higher growth stages. This sounds... I want to say Chinese. But the characters in the artist and the track name look Japanese. But then again, I have been known to be very wrong about my Far Eastern alphabets. But yes, we'll go and drop this off. So here we are a landowner. I own a full complement nearly of grass working equipment. I'm just missing one thing, which is the grassland roller. But that's okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. Didn't even realise that was that excuse me. Didn't realise that's what this song was called. Oh, a logical song. Who was it that did the original logical song? Was it Aerosmith? I have a feeling it was Aerosmith that did the original. Either that or I'm very much misremembering that piece of that nugget of information. Don't want. The 3.5, we had 4 headlands, work direction automatic, side offset. It basically wants to be minus 3.5. Well, 3 probably. Okay. See what that does. That's wrong. But it wants to be... Oh, Ari's here. Hello, Ari. See, that works for this line, but it then doesn't work for any others. Well, come on in. I do need to turn that up a little bit. I do need to turn up that intro sound a little bit, and I still haven't done it because, yeah. Come on. The thing is, what I could also do is I could collect all this up and then just keep it in the trailer. know what that actually is. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting anywhere near as much off of it, so yeah, we do need to leave it days. We do need to leave it to regrow more than just one level. Excuse me. That was not the line I was pointing at all. There we go. We ain't getting anywhere near what we got off this the first time. Yeah, we need to leave it to grow. But this will be a nice little... And it will be a little boost to the bank balance, considering we've got literally like a third of the yield out of it from the first time. From the first time we did it. Yeah, we've got a third. From that. I think we've got it all. So yeah, what have I learned from this? Harvesting it every day is totally not worth. And we should have waited longer. That's why. There is still some here from the past. Ooh. We really are going back in time tonight. So at the moment I'm playing guess where there is straw to collect. Straw, it's hay. Well, that'll do. Yeah, we ain't getting much for this. Means it's contracting time. We'll do a couple more contracts, and then unfortunately that's all I've got time for tonight. Because last week I took... Oh look, chat refreshed itself. You know what? So we'll do that. And I'll do this. Deliver to bale. It is bale store. We don't want looping. It's gonna go. Can't. Yeah, target isn't. Damn it. Fine. Great job. Can you at least go to there? You can. Good. Okay. And while he's doing that, I can then come down here and stop everyone from getting blinded. And then we can have a look at the contract. So, what have we got? We've got 2 bale wrapping contracts. One very big one. We've got a whole pile of cultivating contracts. That one is still screaming to me. And actually, we've got 3 for Katie. Oh my word. Back into clubland. Thanks for making me feel old. Not a fan of... Hate that harvester. Will never catch me using it in a million years. Spinach and up. Ooh, hello. Big material. Big machine. Let's borrow. You like the Kongs Guild? Oh yeah, we also will have lost some yield to the rain, probably. Yeah. A little bit. But do you know what? That's half the fun of the song request system. Oh, it's here. Steering assist. No field detected because we haven't actually entered the field yet. There we go. Unfold the Kongs. The big... Let's go. Ads currently running. I am not pausing because I know. And you never have to apologise for it either. At least not here. Oh, we're getting a bit more rifle 65. Nice. Can one of you request Mumbo number 5, please? I really want to listen to Mumbo number 5. As we're having a... Duffy got fed up of looking at a ghost. So for those wondering what just happened, Surfer came in and turned the light on. He got fed up of looking at a ghost. You know what? It helps if I put the front mower down. God, this sounds like the kind of song you'd play for a kid, for kids to take you know, a brain break. Nothing, I'm not coming back up. I didn't say, I said you got fed up of looking at a ghost. I didn't say you were coming, I didn't say anything about you coming back up. Welcome back. Welcome back from the ads, if you had ads. If you didn't have ads, look at you. If you did have ads, I'm sorry. Thankfully, you get, on the plus side, you get less ads here than you do on your standard commercial TV channel. Properly in Clubland tonight. Oh, it's already in the queue. Yay! But I did spell it right. Thank you. Thank you, Orchid. I didn't realise it had already been done. Proves how much I was paying attention to the fact that my own chat, like my own channel, my personal channel had already said thank you. Yeah, I didn't notice. I was too busy not paying attention to chat is basically what I'm saying there. And it was the message immediately before Sophie said, "Let there be light." You know what? It might actually be easier and slightly less hassle to do every other line. Yeah, I think we'll do every other one. Just the front mower again. And we will lift. And the back mowers have lift. Wow, okay, in 2 hours we've had... This is only our second stutter tonight. We are... But this isn't the original. Come on, other stutter now, please. There we go. Like you can tell, I don't know what it is that's causing it, because the CPU, you can see the CPU in blue. Oh, you can't really see it on your side, but the CPU currently is sat at 28%. And then when it's stuttering, it goes up to 80, and I have no idea why. Like, I'm playing on a Steam Deck. There is literally nothing else running. So, who knows? One of them. Who knows? Like I say, I have a distinct feeling it's the map that's causing it, or potentially one of the script add-ons that I've got installed. I will be reviewing my add-ons in the coming weeks, probably at the weekend actually. On Sunday. This is a cover of all time, is what we'll say. I've certainly heard worse. I hate the fact that that back mower has a steering axle, because it makes reversing very difficult. Pinch a bit extra off the edge, it's fine. Come on. I was a little bit early lifting that rear mower then. Thankfully this mower works in reverse, unlike the one I was using earlier. So I'm going to have to hold this up temporarily if I can get between these. A DJ with the fire. Alright, he DJ with the fire. Yeah, I just missed the pronoun at the beginning of that sentence. It is I DJ with the fire. Nearly done. With fire. Seven, 28, 99, 100. Contract complete. We like another contract complete. I'm sure I said hello to Ari when she came in. I can't remember. I apologize if I didn't. Forgive me. Forgive me. So I did. I can't remember if I said hi to you when you said hi the first time. And I felt guilty because I realized that you'd been in and said hi, and I couldn't remember if I'd greeted you or not. Because I'm a bad person. Lick stuff. Oh. Yeah, that was pitiful. That was a pitiful amount. Speaking of which, we need to go to... I need to find some fuel. Animals. So, let's set you to go to there first. So this is usually where it starts struggling, but so the fact that he said he's blocked by an object means he's figuring out his route. It's trying to calculate if it can connect the nodes to get to the location. I will leave that to figure that out. While I grab this. And this. Has he moved yet? Yep, good. Cool. So he will get most of the way to the fuel station on his own. I hope that's a fuel station where I've sent him to. Check that actually. Oh. That's interesting. Because it says there's an electric charging. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's only a charger. Dang it. Warehouse. Oh, it's there. Found the gas station. Need to go buy fuel. So this tractor's nearly run out. On a quarter of a tank. It's a shame there isn't. Okay, who butchered in the Hall of the Mountain King? Whoever it was, me and that person need to be having work. Because as much as this song brings back memories of a very, very, very hard game, I actually quite enjoyed playing it. And I have got a, 49 out of 50 level. 47 out of 50 clear on Manic Miner Redux that I need to go back and point. Because I did consider actually learning the game. Yeah, the short version of Manic Miner Redux, which is 50 levels, not the long version, which is 100 or 75. Because, someone decided that, someone in my, me and my infinite wisdom decided that might be a good idea. Oh look, we are reconnecting to chat again. I apologize if I'm missing anything. Song request, nice. Thunder. Oh, okay, yeah, I get that. 2 cellos. The fuel station is down here. The fuel station is here. So, where is fuel? Fuel is here. Nice. 15th, or it is Sunday the 15th of August. Sorry, Sunday the 16th of August. I keep saying 15th. It's Sunday the 16th of August at 7 PM. I'm not, you know, not totally going to be trying to watch that from a field just outside Skegness at all. No, not even a slight amount. It's on the Oweng, it's on the... Yeah, it's on the Owengus page. Orchid as well. When I can move my mouse over, it is https://owengus.io/. I've visited that page that much I can nearly remember the I believe that's the correct URL. It is the correct URL. Oh my god! Yeah, it's on there. It's under the submissions. Schedule revealed. The final schedule revealed. Yeah. It's under the schedule section. Cool. Oh dear. Oop, sugar. Come on. Exciting indeed. I have a total of... So I have 2 solo runs submitted and 3 multiplayer runs. And as much as I love doing the multiplayer runs, I'm kind of hoping I get a solo running. I want to get a solo running at least once. Oh god, it's 10 to 10. I said I was going to be finishing like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, let's go do this contract and then we'll finish for the day. And we'll have 25 grand. So we're almost... Ooh, what are we questing? Oh, the trooper. Nice. I am going the right way. No. Yeah. The thing is, 3 of the runs I've submitted the same... I've submitted 2 of these runs to both red and green. So, you know, at this point it's just hoping that it gets in. But yeah, it would be nice to get... I know which one I'd like to do. This is Hidden Palace from Sonic 2. The secret zone that was never meant to be. So if you've played Sonic Origins, that's where you will have heard it from. There it is. Yeah. Reverse, 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 reverse. I was like, why are we listening to William Tell? And then it kicked in. I was like, that was good. It was a very smooth transition. Yeah. Reminds me of Apocalyptica. That they do the singing bit too. Oh look, there's a pig over there. The weeniest horn ever. That was awesome. Oh, we're still on headlands. Did not realise. Thought we were on uppy downs. Oh. Go that way. Then we'll go around this one. Now. Ah, it's split. It was me hoping that this would be a nice smooth all the way around this woodland area in the middle, but it isn't. Okay. See ya! Right, let's follow this one back through here so we accidentally cut anything we're not supposed to. This line and this side. Carry on. There, we're going to finish this mowing contract and then I am going to sign off and this will return on Wednesday because we have many more farmings to do. Of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch you coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it. Yes. for the love. Yo, that was cool. Really? Ow. Well. Help again. Thing is, I love singing, but I'm generally a nervous person when it comes to singing. But any amount of public, like I can be singing as loud as I like walking down the street as long as nobody's there to listen to me. As soon as somebody's within earshot, down comes the volume. To a, you know, that sort of level. The last time I did any sort of public singing, I was 19, maybe 20. It was a long time ago, chat. But yeah, I do wish I had a little bit more confidence when it came to doing that. I mean, I had a lot more confidence when I was younger. I would happily go to karaoke and sing and make a fool of myself in front of people. I mean, to be fair, I'm doing that right now. I just realised there's a bit down here. I enjoy Biffy a lot. I was properly stoked when I found out that the lead singer was in Forza Horizon 6. I know I've said this like 15 times, but, you know. A different can of love? Or is it a different cantaloupe? It's the only problem with this song. Oh, itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Yeah, cantaloupe. I thought so. The different cantaloupe that we've been dreaming. The different cantaloupe. Oh, that's nice. Glad I managed to. No, it is Sneak. I drink Sneak almost exclusively as a caffeine drink. I drink Sneak. It is a powdered energy drink available in the UK, USA, and various countries in Europe. They do a number of flavours. That particular one is their Energon Lemonade. It was a collaboration with Transformers. Surprise, surprise. It is a blueberry lemonade. It is very nice. I like it very much. Unfortunately, it's a limited flavour, which means once it's gone, and it's probably gone, because I haven't checked for a while. I'm a little bit annoyed that I missed out on the Judge Dredd flavour, because that sounded nice. That was a citrus and cranberry one. Yeah, it's look at that. Every time I look at the fence, it's loading in the fence, look. It's loading in the fence. That's what's causing it to stutter so much. Loading in the sections of fencing. Because if I do this, you ready? And look, it's speeding up. There you go. It's the fence. I figured it out. The fences. Chat, we figured it out. It's the fences. Like, even on the lowest of the low settings, it's the fences. Ooh. One wild night. Yeah, this is such a wild night. That's just a honeydew. Indeed. Mm-hmm. The eyes of wild star. One wild night, blinded by the moon. When midnight stepped into the twilight zone, and she let out with go one wild night. Take your girlfriend wild style. You're not gonna believe what I'm saying. One wild night. Ah, we're done. Cool. Contract's done. Don't need to do any more. I can literally just leave the contract there. It's about there. Hey, what a guess. So yeah, the touchscreen on the Steam Deck still works with this game while it's docked. The only problem is you can't see a dang thing on the screen. But yeah, that is unfortunately where I am going to call it tonight. So, do a bit of statistical analysis, shall we? We now own 5 different pieces of equipment. We have a John Deere tractor with 116 horsepower. We own a small, very, very small windrower, a very average KUHN lawnmower, a Pottinger tedder for drying the grass into hay because, you know, hay makes more money, and the forage wagon to pick it up off the floor afterwards. We finally got through all the equipment. Yes. We have 34 grand in the bank account. We are on our way. In fact, I could buy us. Do you know what? And we are about to. He says, about to. I'm going to do it right now. I am about to purchase my second piece of meadow, which is right here. It's ready to yield, ready to harvest. So let's get that bided, and that's another thing. That's something we can do on Wednesday is we can get that cut, turn it to hay, and and stored or sold. What I do need to consider doing is actually finding some way of storing loose hay. Because if we go for the price, it fluctuates like everything. Every price fluctuates in the game. I have too many mods installed. So the highest price is in January. Or the highest average price is in January. So yeah, ideally we need to store it. And make sure we're selling it at the highest price now. How much is a... So now we've done that, let's jump into build mode and have a look at silos. Because I have some modded silos. That's pellet and bale storage. Come on. So how much do we need for... 10 million litres is 30 grand. Cool. Thanks, Omatana. So yeah, the Silos multi-fruit mod by Omatana is simply just a massive silo. Not enough money. Yeah, I know. Now look, here we go. So yeah, I'd have to plonk this here somewhere. But yeah, we haven't got enough money to build it. So that's our next target. We need a silo. We need to store our stuff. But yeah, we now own 2 fields. And we are going to mow the other one tomorrow. Right, let's go and find someone to raid. The people that I was considering raided have gone offline now. So, let's go. You know, we're going to go and raid Snack Pigeon. Snack is currently playing Sonic and Shadow Generations. I believe he's doing all the collection tokens in Shadow Story. Yeah, he's doing either that or he's just quitting. I was practicing. I think he's going offline now. Anyway, yeah, it looks like we have run out of people to raid because they're all going offline. So yeah, never mind. In which case, I will just cut stream here. I'll be back tomorrow with AMT. We are going to carry on our co-op Pal World playthrough with Ari, who is currently lurking around in chat somewhere. I'm not sure what the plan is in terms of what we're going to do, but we're going to do something in Pal World. So, until then, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you dearly. You are here. I know you are. I am clever. Yeah, good night, everyone. Take care. Thanks for watching. Damn it, the camera didn't go off.